Marvin Ducksch looks increasingly likely to leave Birmingham City after just one season, and the timing says everything about where this squad is heading. According to reports from Bild, Hertha Berlin are monitoring Marvin Ducksch as Birmingham prepare for another major rebuild following a disappointing championship campaign. This comes after a season that never quite settled for either player or club. Ducksch arrived with a strong reputation from Germany, real pedigree in front of goal, and the expectation that he'd become a focal point alongside Jay Stansfield. Instead, Birmingham ended the year outside the playoffs, with the attack often looking disconnected and structurally uncertain. That changes the equation quickly, because Ducksch's struggles were never purely about goals. 11 in 36 games is decent enough in isolation. The bigger issue was stylistic compatibility. Birmingham gradually became a more vertical side as the season developed. The build-up sped up, midfielders pushed forward earlier, and attacks became more transition-based rather than possession-led. Ducksch isn't naturally built for that kind of chaos. You could see it in matches where Birmingham bypassed midfield too quickly. Balls arrived into the striker early, often with defenders tight behind him and little support underneath. Ducksch prefers combination play. He wants runners close to him, short passing angles, and controlled territory around the box. Instead, there were long spells where he looked isolated, forced into physical duels rather than helping construct attacks. The impact became obvious on the pitch. Birmingham often reached the final third without sustaining pressure because the striker profile didn't fully match the speed of the transitions behind him. Possession broke down quickly, attacks became fragmented. That's partly why the chemistry with Stansfield flashed occasionally, but never fully stabilized over a long stretch of games. Then the off-field issues complicated things further. Once internal disciplinary action became part of the conversation, the football side became harder to separate from the strategic side. Birmingham operate like a modern asset-driven club now. Availability, professionalism, tactical fit, resale logic, squad harmony, all of it matters together. Once doubts appear across multiple areas, difficult decisions accelerate. That creates another concern though, because moving Ducksch on also confirms something deeper about Birmingham's recruitment strategy. Last summer, the club targeted proven output and experience to accelerate promotion. Now the approach feels different. More athleticism, more mobility. More players capable of sustaining intensity over long championship stretches. And the football consequences are significant. Birmingham increasingly want forwards who can press aggressively, attack space quickly, and operate in transitional moments without slowing the game down. Ducksch offered technical quality and composure, but the side around him stopped behaving in ways that maximized those strengths. The result was a striker who often looked half a second behind the direction the team was moving. That's why this isn't simply a player underperforming. It's a club refining its identity in real time. Every departure now becomes part of a wider filtering process. Who fits the next version of Birmingham City and who belongs to the previous one? Hertha's interest makes sense because the Bundesliga and Bundesliga still contain more structured possession phases where Ducksch's strengths become visible again. Birmingham, meanwhile, seem to be building towards something faster, more direct, and physically relentless. The uncertainty now sits with the club itself. If Birmingham continue reshaping the squad around intensity and transition football, are they moving closer to promotion or drifting further away from the control that top championship sides eventually need?